Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a new tool from Google that could totally change the way we research, study, and learn. It's called NotebookLM, and it's basically designed to solve a problem we've all had, that feeling of just drowning in information. So let's see what it's all about.
All right, so let's kick things off with a problem that I am willing to bet every single one of us has run into. You've got a new project, a new class, and you're already staring at a mountain of research.
You know that feeling, right? You look at this huge pile of PDFs, articles, and lecture notes, and you just feel buried. You're left wondering, where do I even start? How am I going to find the important stuff in all of this?
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a universal challenge, actually, trying to sift through all that dense material just to pull out those few crucial insights. It's exhausting, it takes forever. And that is the exact problem this new tool is built to solve.
But what if you didn't have to do it alone? What if you had a personal assistant, an expert who's already read everything on your list and is just sitting there, ready to answer any question you have, instantly? Well, that's pretty much the core idea behind NotebookLM.
So the magic behind this is a concept called source-grounded AI. Now, this isn't like other AIs that search the entire internet to find an answer. No, this one's different. Its entire universe is limited to only the documents you give it. It becomes a world-class expert, but only on your specific material.
And this is where it gets really interesting. You know, a general AI chatbot is kind of like a jack of all trades. It pulls from the whole internet, which means sometimes it can, hallucinate. Basically, it just makes stuff up. NotebookLM is a specialist. It only uses your sources, and this is the most important part. It gives you a citation for every single answer. You can instantly check its work and see where the information came from.
All right, so how do you actually put this expert assistant to work? You might think it's complicated, but the process is actually remarkably simple.
It really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you just upload your sources. Think of this as giving the AI its required reading list. Second, you just start talking to it. Ask it questions in plain, normal language. And third, you get answers that are directly grounded in your documents, and they always come with those all-important citations.
And what's great is that you've got options for your sources. So whether your notes are in Google Docs, you've got a folder of research PDFs, or you just want to copy and paste some text from a website, you can pull it all into one place.
And you're not just limited to asking simple questions. You can give it really powerful, complex commands. I mean, just imagine uploading all your notes from a semester and simply telling it, create a detailed study guide. A single command like that could save you hours, maybe even days of work.
Okay, so the theory is cool, but let's get practical. Let's see what this thing can actually do. Here are a few real-world examples of how it can totally supercharge your studying or your research workflow.
Okay, picture this. You've got a dense 50-page chapter you have to get through, but you're short on time and you just need the main points, like right now.
Well, instead of spending the next hour reading it word for word, you can just ask for a summary. And boom, in seconds, NotebookLM analyzes the whole thing and spits out a concise breakdown of the main arguments and the most important concepts.
And here is the absolute game changer. This is the trust factor. Every single point in that summary is linked right back to the exact spot in the original document with a citation. So with one click, you can jump to the source and see the full context. No more wondering, wait, where did I read that?
All right, how about this? Let's say you have a really dense technical report and you need to make it more accessible. Reformatting information is one of its superpowers. You could take a complex business report or a scientific paper and just tell NotebookLM to turn it into an FAQ doc. And just like that, you get this clean, easy-to-read table that breaks down all the key information. The main thesis, the findings, the methods, all with citations pointing you right back to the original pages. Now, for the grand finale. Let's combine all of these features and look at what might be the ultimate use case for any student. Creating a complete, comprehensive study guide from all your course materials pretty much automatically. The result is just incredible.
It doesn't just summarize, it pulls out key terms and defines them for you. It writes up brief summaries of all the core concepts. It will even generate potential exam questions based on the material so you can actually quiz yourself. It basically becomes your personal tutor for active learning.
So when you take a step back and you look at all this, you start to realize this is way more than just a productivity tool. This could represent a really fundamental shift in how we all interact with information.
I love this idea. Reading is no longer just a one-way street, where you're just passively absorbing information. It becomes a two-way conversation. You can interrogate your documents, you can ask for clarification, you can even challenge the ideas that are in them.
And really, that's the bottom line here. Your notes, your articles, your books, they're not just static pages of text anymore. They become these active, intelligent partners in your learning process, ready to help you understand, synthesize, and create new ideas. And all of this leaves us with one last, kind of mind-blowing thought. This technology is really just getting started. So what happens next? What happens when your notes don't just sit there on the page, but can actually talk back to you?